manners, I must say. Oh, it's open. Hello, Sandra.
Jennifer, haven't seen you in ages.
What are you doing here?
I'm like you, too early for the party. It's always so shaming to be early, isn't it?
What's this about a party? Whose party?
Well, not a party exactly. Torrances just said to come in for drinks.
They asked you for drinks today?
Yes, isn't that why you're here?
Not exactly.
Why shouldn't the Torrances ask me in for drinks?
No reason at all. If they'd been in England.
Do you mean they're not in England?
They're at Juan?
But Pat Tongs rang me up on Tuesday, the day before yesterday.
Did she?
Yes!
Really, darling, you must do better than that. It's no good sticking to a story that won't gel.
Really, Jennifer?
I suppose you got Pat Torrance to lend you a key to the flat. And you're meeting someone here. Who is it? You might as well just tell me, or shall I try and guess?
I've already told you. Pat Torrance asked me to come.
Perhaps she asked you to feed the budgie?
I mean, I think that she did mention something about...
Oh, but I already agreed to feed the little brute for her. How forgetful of Pat to ask two of us to do the same thing.
Really, Jennifer?
Now, don't lose your temper. I'm only teasing. It's so lovely catching one's friends out. But you might just tell me who he is. I swear I'll be as silent as a grave.
I am not expecting to meet anyone.
You're really not expecting to meet anyone?
The only person I'm expecting to meet here is John.
Your husband?
Yes, he said he'd join me as soon as he could get away from the office.
Dear John. Such a pet, isn't he?
Naturally, I think so.
Such a kind, simple, trusting man. He simply worships you, doesn't he?
He doesn't actually dislike me.
What a splendid understatement. Men don't usually dislike you, do they? Quite the contrary.
Hadn't you better feed the budgie if that's really what you're here for?
Jennifer? No. Sandra? Are you suggesting that I came here to meet someone?
Certainly not. I'd never dream of such a thing.
That'd be a really bitchy thing to say. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Here you are then. Love a bud for the budgie. You know, there's something rather non-you about budgie. Wouldn't you agree? Well, I suppose there's something rather non-you about the Torrances. All this travelling about to strange places and bringing back souvenir. I stole an ashtray from the Carlton and cans once, but I never forgave myself. And why only one bird? Why not two? Look at the poor little mite all shut up in on itself and simply pining for a mate. Though I suppose, if there were two of you, you'd have to be faithful, wouldn't you? Such a bore. My God, he's drank his own weight in water since this morning. Never mind, Mother will get you some more. Or do you suppose he'd rather have gin? If it is a he, how can you tell?
Well, if it is a he, how can you tell? Oh, you have to be faithful. Blah, blah, blah. Going on.
What are you doing, darling?
Nothing.
Anyways, that's much all done for the day. I'm going. Goodbye, Sandra.
I might as well come with you. No point in my staying, obviously.
What about John? He'll be coming.
John, you can...
I expect that's a no.
Hello, Sandra.
David.
Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Forrester, Mrs. Bryce.
How'd you do?
How'd you do?
You seem to be much too early for the party, David. Like me?
Oh, really? That seems to make 3 of us.
I just came to feed the budgie.
Oh, I see. Nice little fellow. Does he talk?
Only Swahili.
Very expressive language, I've always understood.
Right. Well, that's me done. It's lovely to see you, Sandra. And give my love to David, won't you? It's been the greatest fun.
Who the devil was that?
Jennifer Bryce.
Friend of yours?
I wouldn't say so.
Whose flat are we in anyway?
The Torrances.
It's very nice and suitable. Does this open into a double?
Yes, I think so.
That's kind of Sandra.
David!
It's been quite a while.
All of a week.
Has it been long for you too?
An age. I wish you didn't have to be so secretive, all this plotting and planning. It's such a bore.
Oh, we do. It won't always be like this, but just for now. That woman. It's damn awkward her butting in like that. What does she think?
About us?
Yes.
Well...
Oh, she'll go away and talk it. What damn bad luck. We've been so careful up to now.
I told her I was expecting to meet John here.
Did she believe you?
She might have done if you hadn't walked in.
As I said, damn bad luck. I must say, you did a good job of looking surprised.
I was surprised.
But how could you been when you asked me to come?
I didn't ask you to come.
You didn't?
No.
But I got a message.
What message?
Would I meet Mrs. Gray at 513 Albury Mansions at 6:30? This is Albury Mansions, isn't it?
Yes.
Well then.
I must say, there's something very queer about all of this. Patricia Torrance rang me up on Tuesday, the day before yesterday. But they said that they went to the south of France on Saturday.
She rang you up herself. It wasn't a message.
No, it was her. At least I thought it was.
But now, you're not so sure.
I don't know her awfully well. She just answered the phone saying, "Pat Torrance speaking." It just didn't occur to me that it wasn't her.
Something behind all this that I don't understand.
Me either, and I don't like it.
But what's the point of it all? Ringing you up, pretending to be Pat Torrance, getting you to come here, getting me to come here, by sending me a message supposedly from you. What does it all add up to?
Well, I wondered if...
You've got some idea about it. Tell me.
It might not be, but I wondered if maybe it was John.
John?
Well, I began to think he was suspecting about us.
You never told me.
Well, I thought I was probably imagining it.
John? But how would he type the Torrances? Could he have got this Torrance woman to ring you up and...
That's absurd, he hardly knows her.
He might have got someone or other to lend him the flat and pretend to be the Torrances.
But why?
My dear girl, use your head to catch us in the act, in flagrant delicto.
Oh, I see.
Probably got a couple of bowler-hatted private detectives hiding in the bathroom. Couldn't even hide a bowler hat in there. This place is bare as your hand. Probably needs to come here himself and surprise us in our amorous play.
What a beastly, disgusting thing to do.
No point taking such a high moral tone, darling. After all, a husband is justified, I suppose, in being annoyed to find his wife has taken a lover. How long have you two been married now?
3 years.
And old John is still inclined to be on the jealous side, eh?
Of course he's jealous. You know that. But he's also frightfully simple. Anyone could deceive him. I was quite sure he didn't have a clue up until recently.
I suppose some kind friend has been round to tell him the good news. Though, I must say, we have always been careful.
Somebody always knows.
Yes. Well, in that case, I think the best thing to be done is to beat a hasty retreat. We'll meet tomorrow at the usual place, but be sure you're not followed. We certainly can't risk anyone. Get your things. Go on.
Oh, who do you think? The door, it's open!
I wish I'd put the damn catch down. For God's sake, try and relax. Have a cigarette. Go on. ALEC?
Darlings, how devastating. We three seem to be much too late to the party.
So there is a party then. We were just wondering.
No, but it doesn't much look like it, does it? No canapes, no baked meats, no olives. I suppose the party is here. The Torrances aren't giving it somewhere else, are they?
Well, we wondered.
How long have you two been here?
Oh, I came 5 minutes ago and he was just arrived.
Oh, so you two didn't come together?
No.
No. Pat Torrance rang you up, did she?
No, it was Michael, as a matter of fact. Rather vague chap. Don't know him all that well, but he just said when I roll along here for a drink, 6:30 onwards, so here I am.
All dressed up.
I've been to the garden party, my dear. The people nowadays. Anyways, I figured this was going to be quite a do.
Did Michael say so?
No, he just said drinks, but there are ways of saying things. Gin all right? There's simply some tonic.
Yes, fine.
I'm sure you wanted to celebrate.
Well, it's quite clear what's happened. The Torrances are giving a party, but they're giving it somewhere else. And either they thought we knew, or they simply forgot to say.
Well, it's peculiar, isn't it? I mean, that someone should have forgotten to say so to all three of us. Well, absent friends seem to be the right toast. To the Torrances.
The Torrances.
Somebody. It was Jennifer Bright, as a matter of fact. Said the Torrances were away. I didn't believe it, but now I wonder.
Well, it's rather odd, isn't it? Because... No, wait a minute. Let me work it all out. The Torrances have gone away. Somebody else, we don't know who, has asked us three to come here. But why? Exciting, isn't it? Quite like one of those mysteries in books. Perhaps want us to hunt around for a clue. It'll take us on to the next place. Really, what extraordinary things the Torrances have. I suppose they brought this back with them from Baghdad. What a strange nose it's got.
Yes, cruel.
Darling, that's very penetrating of you. It is cruel, but it's odd, isn't it? This whole flat looks rather cruel to me. So bare and cold. These four walls that hold you in with just a minimum of necessities to live in it. What a terrible place to be shut up in if you couldn't get out.
It's a perfectly ordinary modern flat, Alec. Don't go thinking things up.
Oh, David, you won't let me have any pleasant imaginings. Oh, this is what's known as Damascus bride chest. Seems to have a worm in it. Oh, and here's one of those bloodthirsty knives you stabbed your wife with. You've been unfaithful. The inlay on the hilt's well nice, isn't it, David? Well, go on, take it. Won't bite you.
Yes. Splendid.
You're so inartistic. Did you think it's nice, Sandra?
Oh, it's rather beautiful.
Now, what's out here? 5 floors up. What a drop. Might be a cliff in Cornwall. Perfect for suicide. Oh, I've dropped it. The knife, I've dropped it. Not anyone's head, fortunately, but I suppose I'll have to go down and get it. What a bore. While I'm down there, I'll see if I can find a porter.
I don't think there is one.
Well, there must be an officer, or a manager or manageress. I'll just pop in, see if the Torrances gone away and if they've let this flat to anyone.
Well, we might as well all...
No! You stay here. Finish your drinks. Make yourself at home. I shan't be long.
Of course. That ass would turn up here. He's got the most malicious tongue in London.
Do you think he thought it was strange, the two of us being here together?
I bet he did. Now he'll go around everywhere telling people that we've got the Torrances to lend us their flat to meet in while they're away.
Then we better go.
No. If we go off together, it will look bad. Isn't Alec rather a friend of John's?
In a way. The person Alec was truly devoted to was my first husband, Barry. He was terribly upset when he died. The fuss he'd made, anyone would think I pushed him.
Did you?
I jolly nearly went over myself. The whole cliff subsided after a heavy rain. It was terrifying.
So, Alec doesn't like you very much then?
I don't think Alec likes any woman very much.
But he particularly doesn't like you.
What are you getting at?
I just wondered if it could be Alec that's behind all this. Getting us here, I mean.
Then why should he come here? That ruins the whole point of the thing.
Yes, you're right. Anyway, we might as well go join friend Alec down below.
I must say, I'd like to know the explanation for all of this. It seems very queer how we're all here at the same time.
This door's locked.
No, it can't be. We got in quite easily. I expect the Yales just
No,
said...
it's not the Yale. There's another lock below. I think that's locked.
It can't be. We got in quite easily.
Someone seems to have locked it from the outside.
Locked us in, do you mean?
Yes.
But that's absurd. We've only got to shout.
No, wait a minute. We've got to think this out first. There's something very odd going on. It may be Alec, or it may be someone else. Somebody got you here, pretending to be the Torrances. Somebody got me here, apparently sending me a message from you. But what does it all add up to?
The sooner we call their bluff, the better. We'll make a hell of a round pass off as a joke.
I tell you, I can't afford a scandal. If John would bring divorce proceedings now, it'd be the end.
What a selfish brute you are. What about me?
me? What about my reputation?
You've never had much of one. Sit down! Let me think. Yes. Somebody laid a trap for us and we're caught in it. We've got to think of the best way out.
You still think it was John? I don't believe it.
It's ALEC I'm thinking of. ALEC hates my guts. Always has. Suppose that ALEC worked upon John and...
What is it? What is it?
Sawdust. A little heap of sawdust. These holes, they're not wormholes, they've been drilled. 4 little round holes, air holes, so that someone could breathe.
You mean someone's been here this whole time? They've heard everything we've said, that they've...
I think it's quite possible. My God!
What is it? What is it?
Don't look inside.
Tell me!
Come, sit down. We've got to think this out. It's John.
John?
He's in that chest.
John?
And he's dead.
He's dead.
He's been killed. Did you do it?
Did I what?
Did you kill John?
No.
But you were here when I arrived. You sent me the message.
I could just as well say that you did it. Killed John, went away, waited for me to arrive and came back.
Oh, don't talk such rot. The problem with you is you're so damn stupid.
Oh, it's all coming out now, isn't it? None of that famous charm. You're a louse. That's what you are, a louse and a rat.
What about you? How many men have you hopped into bed with? I should like to know.
You bastard, you filthy, rotten bastard. Who do you think?
I don't know.
It's probably Alec.
If it was ALEC, he'll probably come up and check. I don't think it was ALEC.
Who do you think it was?
I don't know. Got to think. We've got to think clearly. Somebody got us here. Somebody got John here. Somebody has locked us in from the outside. ALEC, it must be ALEC.
But why should he come here? Doesn't that ruin the whole point of the thing?
He had to set us up like this. Do you not see all of this?
I don't see anything. It's like a nightmare.
It must be ALEC. He told John that we two were going to meet here. He suggested that John should hide in the chest. And then he killed him. He left him there. He waited for us to come back. He drew our attention to that knife. He gave it to me to hold, made me take it. Then you took it. Our fingerprints are on that knife, and there's not a damn thing we can do about it. We can only wait for the police to arrive.
The police? Why did the police arrive?
Don't you see that naturally that's the next thing that's bound to happen? The next stage in Alec's plan.
We can tell them, we can explain.
Idiot! He will simply deny the whole thing. He had gloves on the entire time he was here. He'll deny ever having been near the place.
Someone must have seen him come in.
In a rabbit warren like this? I doubt it.
We can explain.
What the hell good will that do us? Someone will come, let us out, and then they'll find the body. And there we shall be, hauled in for murder, with a defence so fantastic, no counsel would ever listen to it. My God! You even told that Bryce woman you expected to meet John here.
There must be a fire escape or something.
In the corridor outside, I dare say, but from here there's nothing but sheer drop.
The phone, we could call someone up.
Yes, of course, why didn't I think of that earlier? Who could we call? What could we say?
Answer it, for God's sake, it can't be worse than this.
Yes, I think you're right there.
Who is it?
It's Alec.
What did he say?
He said we're caught like rats in a trap. Like the rats we are. And that in 3 or 4 minutes, the police would be arriving.
The police? There must be some way out, there must.
The only way out is through that window and down.
Suicide, you're mad.
They won't listen to what we say. We'll be charged with murder. We'll be convicted.
No, we'll explain. They'll find out that Alec was here.
What are you trying to do, you little fool? Claw your way out. Claw your way out.
There must be some way out. Oh, I hate the sight of you, I tell you. I hate the sight of you.
You bloody little bitch. You got me into this.
I didn't do it. I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him.
Open the door! It's the police!
Let them do it. You got away with it the first time, didn't you? But you won't get away with it this time.
Come on! Open up!
I hate you.
Or perhaps it'll be 15 years in a prison cell. And how will you care for that? 15 years!
We'll break the door down!
Why should they come for me? It's you they should be coming for, not me! You killed Barry, not me! Why the hell should I get involved?
We're caught like rats in a trap. Like rats in a trap.